My research is the study experience of Chinese students at private university in Malaysia. My name is Yuan Jing. My lecturer is Dr. Yong. Chapter 1 is Introduction. 1.1 Background of the study. There are 2 points. Firstly, China government provides better enrolled more and more Chinese students study in Malaysia. Secondly, Malaysia's private university increased recently. 1.2 Problem statement: whether the education service of private university can meet the needs of Chinese students, and what other services need to be strengthened to better absorb and accept Chinese students is matter of concern. 1.3 Purpose of the study: the level of hard model of English when they study English and private university in Malaysia. And number 2, the difference of China education model and Malaysia education model. 1.4 Research questions: what's the experience for Chinese students and private university in Malaysia? 1.5 Significance of the study: it will give some guidance for private university in Malaysia. It will improve their services and give some guidance for Chinese students for choosing private university in Malaysia. 1.6 Limitation of the study: study experience of Chinese students is not sufficient in Malaysia, and the insufficient research on private university in Malaysia. 1.7 Definition of terms: study experience. Study experience means they study English and programming in at private university in Malaysia. A private university is non-government. They are not worked in and private and for government. A Chinese student, those who study in at private university in Malaysia for Chinese. Chapter 2 is literature review. Maxwell 2001 provide the information in which Chinese students like to go major speaking English countries. Tian Mei 2011 researched on the cross-cultural experience of Chinese students abroad. Zhang Huiting 2020 researched the barriers and coping strategy of international students cross-cultural communication. Zhang Rui 2018 in-depth research has been done on the adaptation issues of Chinese student study in Malaysia. Chapter 3 is research methodology. Research design. This is 3 steps. First one step is collect data, analysis data, and summarize data. 3.3 Participate and setting. Participate setting the young sample of this research comes from a semi-structured interviews conducted by 2 Chinese students who have lived in Malaysia for more than 2 years. The male and the female ratio is 1:1. All are master. 3.4 Data collection. Data collection is the total use five questions. 5 questions is about just for interview about 5 to 10 minutes. For example, what your English study experience and private university in Malaysia. Data analysis. Data analysis, the data is organized with recording of interviews. Use inductive analysis. The theme is derived directly from the interview data. Thematic coding only analyzes the test content itself. Chapter 4, Chapter 4 is the findings, interview findings. Through in-depth analysis of the content of the interviews with two Chinese students studying in Malaysia, so I found some original interview sentence situation. Uh, the first one, for example, firstly, I studied in language classes set up by the school, and then I found English tutoring classes online to continue my study. Because of insufficient knowledge at school, it took 4 months from level 3 to level 6, but I obviously feel that my English has improved significantly. The library's facilities are very good. Here I like sports study and all kinds of atmosphere give me a lot of positive energy. From the interviews, there are 4 problems from Chinese students. These think education method problems, student mental health status, teaching facilities, effective of cultural environment. Responses believe that the cause is the imperfection of the school's management system, which causes the international students to experience such things and then generate negative emotions such as not being able to learn. However, there are also interviewees who believe that the causes such problems is Chinese laziness, which makes international schools lazy to solve problems adapted to the environment and adapt to teaching methods resulting in a waste of time, money, and energy. Regarding the facilities of private schools and the social environment of Malaysia, most interviewees still agree that they think Malaysia is suitable for learning. The social environment is quite not impetuous. Private schools have complete facilities and clean and tidy environment that allows people to study quietly. Okay, so chapter 5 is conclusion, implication, recommendation. Conclusion is generally speaking, Malaysia is still very suitable for study. In terms of environment and natural environment, Malaysia's climate is not very hot. The climate is pleasant. For study, Malaysia is very suitable for study. It has a good environment, air and water, healthy food and tea, and the doctor is very friendly. They can teach us a lot of things. Implication. Implication is the Malaysia's current Malaysia course is line with the British education model. So if you want to study British education model, you should because in China we just know English. For example, England, for example, US, but I want, but they are so expensive. So you should prepare a lot of money for study. But in Malaysia, it's very cheap. compare another British education model. This is cost-effective learning model will bring different benefits to Chinese students and promote Chinese students hands-on and bring skills and the ability to study calmly. China cannot do that. Recommendation. I think it is necessary to add more English courses so that Chinese students can fully immerse themselves in the English world every day. And at the same time, they need to be more suitable for IELTS course because they want to take the IELTS exam, so they think the more simulation exercise and more in terms of psychological psychology in terms and psychology because I think psychology teacher will give Chinese students some psychology concerning which will help them better adapt to the environment. For some students who did not suit their new study style, they need to enhance their self confidence, have the courage to speak their own inner thoughts, speak English boldly, and believe you can do that. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.